Before 2026, AI video generation remained physically unstable, with subjects constantly shifting and morphing through unpredictable states. Tech giants in Silicon Valley attempted to solve this instability by throwing massive amounts of raw computing power at their models. This approach turned video generation into a game of chance. Users pulled a digital lever and simply hoped for a usable clip. For creators and software developers who rely on consistency to build products, this lack of predictability breaks production pipelines. These systems frequently hallucinate impossible camera angles or lose character consistency halfway through a single shot. While generation tools were becoming common, the industry still lacked a reliable digital director to manage the output. Raw processing power cannot create a narrative structure. Without specific rules, more compute only makes the errors more visible. Away from the corporate labs, a different approach emerged in the agile builder community of Kuala Lumpur. An AI consultant named Shi Wei championed a different philosophy, solving hallucination through smarter scaffolding rather than larger server farms. His solution to the digital director problem is a system called the A47 Story Studio. The A47 framework treats the baseline AI as a creative engine that requires strict directorial boundaries to produce functional results. A47 demonstrates that reliability is achieved by imposing logic rules on the model, rather than relying on model upgrades alone. We can see this in the architecture of A47, which uses 3 specific technical constraints to eliminate hallucinations. First, the narrative skeleton. A47 forces raw ideas into 4 blocks: hook, proof, build, and payoff. Second, the time leash limits each phase to between 3 and 15 seconds. 3 seconds establishes context. Capping at 15 cuts off data before temporal hallucinations form. The third constraint is the anchor, which focuses on visual stability. A47 uses GPT-Image2 as a foundational layer. It provides a static reference point beneath the video timeline. This anchor locks the aesthetics, preventing the video model from drifting visually over the 15-second duration. Stacking a narrative skeleton, a time leash, and a visual anchor provides the structural guardrails needed to suppress the hallucination bug. Raw ideas now transform into structured videos, where the subject maintains its physical geometry and texture across every frame. The AI follows these orders because it is operating within a bounded cinematic sandbox. For developers at the 2026 Build with AI conference, Shi Wei's work offers a clear path forward. His approach suggests that developers can achieve production-ready results without relying solely on the most expensive baseline models. Reliability in these systems is a product of how a builder architects the constraints surrounding the model. The A47 framework demonstrates that to make AI video generation useful, the builder must first define its boundaries.